Good morning from our lovely little apartment in Kyoto.
We're family on standby, and if you've been watching our previous videos, you've known we've spent some time in Japan.
And so far, good first impressions.
We love Japan.
So we thought it might be fun today to do a little video on experiencing Japanese culture.
One of the goals of our channel is to teach our kids about other things outside of just our little Chicago Midwest area. But Olivia, she's trying all these new foods for the first time, seeing new sights, and it's really cool to see her learn all this stuff. So we wanted to take her around, so that's what we're doing today.
So we're gonna start with just a little tour of our place, nothing major, but just to show you, because we are staying at 3 very different places in 3 different cities. This is the most traditional of them, so we thought it might be fun to show you what it's like staying.
We're sleeping on the floor.
Yes, we are sleeping on the floor.
I can't wait.
So we'll show you around just so you know kind of what like a typical Japanese house is like.
My house is the best house. This is the cabbage house. And you're the sink. My bed.
Folding these mats out and we're sleeping on the floor tonight.
So that is where we're staying. It's a pretty cool place, have to say. Next up though, we're gonna try some Japanese treats at the local market. I believe it's called Machiya Market, and it's pretty close to where we're staying. I think it's less than, probably about half a mile. So we're gonna go explore, see what we can get into.
This place is overwhelming. Can you even hear me? Or see me? We got quail egg, that's all it says. Oh, that's good. So, I thought this was like battered quail egg. This is totally fish. Oh, this is good.
I got a cabbage and carrot one. I don't know if there's fish in here, if it's just cabbage and carrot, so let's find out. There is in fact fish in here. It's a cabbage, carrot, and fish cake. So they just list out the ingredients, like this one said cabbage and carrot, but apparently they're all fish cakes, and then that's the extra ingredients that are with them. So fish cakes are a pretty popular thing here. Make sure you get one. I'm glad these turned out to be fish cakes.
Because we're apparently on a squid kick. What can best be described as a charred stick of squid. Super simple. Seasoned charred. A little crunchy, nice, not rubbery. As I demolish this whole thing. This thing is so cool, they like cook it right on the spot and just burn it right there.
On to the next.
Fish nugget.
That's fish nugget. Just have one bite of it, okay?
And then you can go run around?
Remember, we try one thing? Good job. How was it?
I don't know how she thought of it. Fine, I'm gonna eat it. After being thoroughly stuffed at the market. We came over here to the Heian Shrine in Kyoto. It is such a super cool place. It's wide open. It's over 100 years old. I was like looking over my shoulder because she runs. It's a great place to bring kids because they can walk free and you can hang out with them, right, Olivia? Do you like open parks? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is her kind of place. She can kind of run around. We don't have to keep holding her hand like we do in the crowded other places in the city. You like that? Are you ready to go play with some water?
Yeah.
She sees the like little water stuff on the outside of the shrine.
Let's pick it up. Okay, so you dip it in the water. Now you're gonna take it and pour it on your left hand. So pour it on that hand, over the water like this. Yeah? Now you switch hands. Your right hand. And now, watch the stick.
These shrines are awesome, and particularly this one. It's actually like a current place of worship, so you have to be real respectful when you're here. So there's a lot of places you're not actually allowed to photograph, and you definitely want to keep an eye on the kids. But if they need a break out of the stroller and you want to walk around the big plaza, highly, highly recommend it.
See how far you can go?
Yeah.
All right, see it.
Something cool about this place is it was actually built for the Industrial Exposition of Kyoto about, 120 years ago? And they kept this shrine, so this isn't the original. This was actually built as like an appeasement because prior to that, the capital of Japan used to be Kyoto, and now it's Tokyo. So they're kind of upset, and they're like, well, you don't get to be the capital, but we'll give you a cool shrine. So it's just an interesting thing we learned along the way.
For dinner tonight, we are trying out the local fast casual chain called CoCo Curry. As you might expect, they serve Japanese curry here. We came here because we heard that it's very family friendly. It's also casual, so if you're looking for something maybe not super fancy to do, but something the kids will love, we heard that this place is the place to go. So we came here. They have booths. They have a giant menu with the kids menu. This is just a really good way to experience the culture, but also in a way that's gonna be something that the kids really want to do. So you can pick anything from this giant menu. Then they have this how to order. So there's a process of ordering. You pick what you want, then you get to choose if you want pork curry or beef curry or hash beef curry. Then you get to choose a size of rice, and they come in like 10 different sizes from 200 grams to 900 grams. Then you get to choose your level of spiciness. So that's where we'll have to see what we're gonna do here. There's normal, and there's all the way up to 10 chili peppers. I don't know if 10 is super spicy. They have mini versions of everything, so we're gonna get her the mini sausage curry.
So I don't spill any water on me.
So you don't spill anything on you, food or water.
More water on my foot.
Do you like it?
I do like it. White sauce with...
I ended up going with the pork cutlet curry. I got level spiciness 3, so I'm gonna see exactly how spicy level 3 is. Pretty spicy. It's not like too hot that you aren't even enjoying your meal spicy, but it's pretty spicy. It's a lot spicier than what I expected for spicy level 3. When they say spicy, they mean spicy here.
Just in case. Uh-oh. It's got a little kick to it at the end. Come on, you're a whip. Is it really? Is yours that? That's tasters. Maybe they mixed them up. No, they might have actually mixed ours up.
Is mine spicier?
Oh yeah, yours definitely has more heat than mine. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Quick update. So before, when I said that it's not overly spicy and you could easily get through it without feeling too much of a burn, I had about 3 or 4 bites and I am feeling it. I can't even eat like even half of my curry because my mouth is just on fire. Sometimes when we go to places, they say like, this is level 10 spice, and we're like, that's not level 10 spice. Here, it's different. Don't go big or go home. The sweet spot is probably like around level 2 if you're not a hugely intense spicy person. That was a full day of activity.
Stuff though.
Yeah, I know. That was good food. Fun fact, if you come in June, it's rainy season.
It's not a fun fact, it's a terrible fact. Anyway, so we hope you enjoyed
This little tour of
Adventure.
Japanese culture.
We're going to bed.
Yeah.
Thanks for following along. Hope you enjoyed. Plenty more where that come from.
Yeah, we'll be in Kyoto for 3 more days, and then we're heading to Tokyo, so we'll be doing videos there too.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Anyway, subscribe, bell, social.
All that.
You know the drill. Good night.